Good evening, everyone. Today we will be talking about a SIEM product or SIEM solution that Microsoft provides or Microsoft offers, which is called Microsoft Sentinel. So, first of all, you will have to understand what is a SIEM product. A SIEM product is a product which will provide you the workbook or dashboard or overview of the overall picture of your organization. What do I mean by that? I actually mean by that, in current scenario of the world, you will see we have different type of devices onboarded in our organization. Like if you consider our organization, the Tech1 Global Bangladesh, you will see that on a regular basis, we use different type of devices. Like we use laptops, we use mobile phones, we use smart watches. So many things are smart these days, right? You have to understand one thing, that every smart devices will generate some logs in the day. What is these logs? These logs actually mean that whatever operation is done on that particular device, it will create an event for that. Where it will create an event for that? Inside that particular device. So if I do something on my PC, on my laptop, it will create some log. Log means backward document. Every event is documented for further reference, right? So these type of logs are getting generated in every device. Now, what do we do with these logs? We study them. Why? We study them, I said earlier, for further reference. What further reference? For security concerns. Let's consider Iftikhar here has done something on last Wednesday on his device. I am the security analyst of this organization. I will have, if the organization asks me what has Iftikhar done last Wednesday, then I will have to be the one who is responsible for answering the question. Right? How will I answer? I will answer it in a way where I will look for Iftikhar's devices logs that are from back Wednesday, and I will study them. I will generate a report depending on those events or those logs, and I will answer the question. That yes, Iftikhar went to this side, that one, Iftikhar did something. Right? This is what the SIEM solution will provide. The facility to analyze all the logs that are coming from all the devices from your organization. Now you tell me, only device logs, only device create logs? No. We ourselves also create logs. By what? By our identity. What is identity? My name is Rubai, your name is Naila, his name is Iftikhar. Tech1 Global knows us by these identities. Rubai @tech1global.com, Iftikhar @tech1global.com, Naila @tech1global.com. These are actually our entities, right? Okay. These entities also create logs inside our domain. What is our domain? Our domain is tech1global.com. So, not the SIEM solution doesn't only provide the analytical dashboard of device logs, but also the logs are generated by individual entities. So, in high level, the overall definition would be a SIEM product would be such a solution which will provide us the analytical capabilities with a dashboard on what? on the events that are generated from different devices and different entities. Right? SIEM solution. What is SIEM solution? All clear? Okay. Let's go to the next slide. Now, here comes the solution that is offered by Microsoft, which is called Microsoft Sentinel. So, as you have already known what is SIEM solution, Microsoft Sentinel is the same solution that we provide. What it can do, we will see further. But Microsoft Sentinel doesn't only provide you the analytical dashboard. It does one more job as well. What is that job? It will give you an opportunity to resolve those problems as well. That is called SOAR. The SOAR means the product that will also provide you the opportunity to resolve those issues, resolve those events, resolve those problems. You are seeing the problem, you are analyzing the log and creating a problem. You are understanding a problem through SIEM. The second thing is you are resolving it through SOAR. So Sentinel is not a product that only has SIEM capabilities, it also has SOAR capabilities. Right? Now, as from this slide, you will see what the conversation is from sales side. The further conversation will be for the sales and pre-sales team. Okay. Microsoft Sentinel can do 4 things: harness the scale of the cloud, detect evolving threats, expedite incident response, go ahead of attackers. We will dive a little deep into these 4 points. First thing, harness the scale of cloud native SIEM. So you have to understand one thing. Microsoft Sentinel is not only the product that provides these SIEM capabilities. There are so many other products are there in the market. So many other products like Sentinel. There is Logarithm, there is Guruful. Okay, so many things, so many other products are there. But most of the conventional SIEM products actually are hardware appliances or VM appliance. But Microsoft Sentinel is a cloud appliance. What is cloud appliance? That it means that it is a ready product. You are just buying it, and from the moment you are buying it, it is active. Where? In the cloud. So inside your organization, you will not require a single server. You will not require an engineer to configure it. Nothing. Right? It is a ready server. You are just buying the service from Microsoft. That is what means a cloud solution, cloud appliance. What is the benefit of this cloud appliance? The particular benefit of this cloud appliance is, if you are buying a computer, there are certain things you will have to worry about. What is that hardware config? What is the hardware configuration of the computer? How much RAM does it have? How much storage does it have? But for cloud appliance, you don't have to worry about these things, right? How much storage you need? That is the question. How much storage you will require? That is the question. You require 100 GB of data. You require to put 100 GB of data per day. You can do it. You want to put 1 terabyte of data per day. You can do it. That is what called cloud appliance. So this is a key selling point, that Microsoft Sentinel is a SIEM solution which is a cloud appliance. Analysis done by Forrester, which is a global platform. They are saying that in compared to other SIEM solutions that are available in the market, our Microsoft Sentinel solution is 48% cheaper. They are saying it. I will explain it how. Microsoft Sentinel is cheaper because, first of all, I said you don't have to buy the hardware. You don't have to buy the hardware, or you don't have to set anything in your on-premises servers, right? That is one cost reduction point. Second thing is 10 GB data per day if you ingest 10 GB data per day, 10 GB logs per day from your organization, that's free. It is done through log analytics, another service. I will explain it later. So these are the 2 points that, like small and medium SMBs doesn't actually have to pay anything to use Sentinel. But in a sense, yes, they will have to buy because the Azure subscription is there. Yes, I understand. But from another viewpoint, if you have Azure onboarded in your organization, then for using this particular service, if you are an SMB and you generate less than 10 GB data, 10 GB logs per day, then you can consider that yes, this is free for them. Okay. So in the harness the scale of cloud native SIEM, there are some points we understood. Now let's get to the next slide. Detect evolving threats. Microsoft Sentinel has so many facilities. It has an AI engine. It has a machine learning engine. It gets connected with different threat intelligence engines as well. That means it can operate in 2 ways. It has its own engines. It can connect to different engines. Like in the second point, you will see leverage threat intelligence from Microsoft expert security team or bring in your own. Focus on that point. Bring in your own. Let's consider, for an example, I will tell you another product. Like Sophos XD Firewall. You are an organization who has Sophos XD Firewall. Sophos XD Firewall is a different product. You are habituated to it. You are using it for a long time, right? You have years of data in there, right? Now you are onboarding to Sentinel. So what you will do with that data? You will throw them out? No. You will be able to use it again inside Sentinel. You will not delete years of data. What Sentinel will provide you? Sentinel will give you a chance to import those intelligent log. That is the key point. Data ingestion. Data ingestion is the key point of training your AI engine and the machine learning engine, ML engine. Right? Now, about the third point, dive deeper with XDR with Microsoft 365 Defender and Microsoft Defender for cloud integration. It is saying that Microsoft 365 Defender and Microsoft Defender for cloud integration is possible through Sentinel, right? Sentinel can get data from them as well. Not just those. Defender has 6 types of products. Defender for endpoint, Defender for cloud, Defender for identity, Defender for Office 365, Defender. So every Defender is supported. So if you are using Defender as your security solution or antivirus solution or EDR XDR solution inside your organization, you can also bring those data into Sentinel. In the previous slide, you saw that we are bringing the data inside Sentinel. We are getting the events, we are getting the logs. Then what? Then we will investigate those data and provide response to the incidents. We will investigate those data and provide response to individual incidents. But there is a problem inside. You are getting 1 million, 2 million, 3 million rows of data. How would you investigate? That is a problem, no? You cannot see 3 million lines at once. It will take months for you or 10 more people like you to see those lines. So investigation doesn't mean reading those data. Reading those log doesn't mean investigation. You will have to smartly analyze everything and find anomalies. Right? Anomalies means something unusual that the AI built. And that's why I said whenever we are purchasing this solution. That's why you are purchasing the solution. Yes.
How does that happen in on-prem solution?
Okay. There is a terminology called SIEM. There is a terminology called syslog solution. Every network device supports syslog. What that does is you have an on-premises server. You are creating that server as a syslog server. Syslog server means the server that can collect logs, raw logs from everywhere. Just the way SIEM does. Just the way SIEM does. But what you do, you will face three scenarios. Sometimes you will not be able to provide internet connection everywhere. What you will do? How you will provide the data to SIEM? That is where syslog will help. Sometimes you don't want your on-premises servers to directly get connected with SIEM solution. Then what you will do? You will provide syslog. So yes, you just provide the agent of your SIEM solution to that syslog server. All the other servers log will also be available inside your SIEM. The SIEM solution will get those logs from that syslog server. It will not get connected to any other server. It will not get connected to any other server. Okay. So it is supported for on-premises services. It is obviously supported for cloud services. Right? Okay. Okay. Now there is a terminology called response. So my AI is generating so many alerts, so many incidents. It will not get auto-generated. You will have to do a lot of configurations for it. You will have to help your SIEM to understand the overall environment of your organization. That is a complete technical discussion. How we will do it. But let's consider the investigation is done. I'm getting so many logs. I'm getting alerts. I'm getting incidents or problems. I'm getting problems. For your better understanding, I will call incident problems. Huh? Okay. Now what? Now I will have to do something about it. I will have to provide response, right? So that can be done through Sentinel as well. Huh? You can do all the response from Sentinel as well. But in technical discussion, whenever a salesperson will go to a technical team head, they will ask you how I would respond to those, how I will respond to a network devices problem, how I will respond to a firewall devices problem, right? Some things, always remember, a source system can't always provide solution directly. It will show you the steps. Microsoft's interface or Microsoft database is very, very much rich in information. Every problem solution would be written there. Some of them you will be able to do it automatically. Some of them you will have to do manually. Understand? So when you are speaking about SOAR opportunities, SOAR capabilities, you will have to control yourself. No, everything cannot be done automatically. Some of the things will need manual intervention, but our solution will give you a step-by-step guide. That our solution can. But after learning this line, you will ask me, Sorobai, our solution cannot do anything automatically? Of course it can. It can provide automatic resolution by another service that Azure provides, which is called Logic Apps. I will discuss about that later on. Okay? So let's go to the next slide. Last of all, stay ahead of attackers. In technical, in our industry, there is a terminology called reactive to proactive. What is reactive? You are getting a problem, you are providing reaction to it. And what is proactive? You don't wait for the problem to be generated. You take action even before that. Right? That is called proactiveness. First of all, I in response to Ratul Bhai's question, I answered something that the AI will learn. First of all, whenever I onboard the solution in an organization, the AI will learn, right? 1 day, 2 days, 2 months, 1 month, 2 months. After that, you will be able to generate hypothesis that if this happens, what will I do? Right? Hypothesis is something that can happen or don't happen. But you get a complete picture of that. That is what called hypothesis, right? So after that, when our solution is ready, you can become proactive, right? That is what this terminology means. Stay ahead of attackers. Okay. Now another thing is in the SIEM solution, your customer will ask you something. What is the customization level of this product? How open source it is? There are some things you will have to understand in this slide. Then most of the slides will be technical. So this is for your understanding. So every SIEM solution supports different type of solutions, or every SIEM solution supports different type of pre-built solutions that are done by someone else, like engineers like me. Those are called notebooks. Two terminology: notebook, playbook. Understand it. Two terminology: notebook, playbook. These are two different things, but you will have to understand these two comes from someone else. Workbook as well. Workbook is dashboard. Okay. So notebook, playbook, workbook. These are three terminologies you will have to understand. So first of all, notebook. Notebook are solutions that will provide you custom capabilities. There will always be some capability that is not present in a product. Always. Some new threats will come, new solutions will come. The OEM will take time to build those solutions inside the product. In between what? In between that particular time frame, what we will do? We will be able to use custom solutions as well. Those are called notebooks. Jupyter notebooks. These Jupyter notebooks are done using a language called JSON. These notebooks are found everywhere, in GitHub, in different type of communities. The other terminology I said, playbook, these are also found everywhere. GitHub, another community is Microsoft community. Any engineer can generate a notebook. Any engineer, these are only logics. These are only logics that Tanmay bhai faced a situation once in his life. I didn't face that. But Tanmay bhai thought that yes, some other organization might face it as well, right? So he can create a playbook for it, or he can create a notebook for it. What I will do, I will just simply get that notebook or playbook from Tanmay bhai and install it. So this type of customization is also possible inside our SIEM. So here, if you want an overall picture of the overall discussion, then first point was our SIEM is 48% less expensive than other SIEMs. False positive, 79% false positive. This is also coming from Forrester. 17. What is false positive? Sometimes a valid operation might get revoked from the system, or might increase alerts. There are so many incidents like that. I am Robot Firdaus, I am logging in my PC, but in an unusual way. Maybe a VPN is connected, right? So it can provide me a false positive alert that something suspicious is running there. But when my AI will have enough data to understand the overall behavior of the entities in my organization, it will automatically reduce those false positives. Forrester says 79% of the false positives will get decreased. 67% decrease in time to deployment. I answered it in the beginning of our conversation that this is a cloud appliance. You will have you don't have to deploy this product anywhere, not in your server, anything. Just click and run. 56% reduction in management effort. You will not need so many engineers for hardware maintenance, software maintenance. No, one engineer enough. One engineer understands it. He will be just sitting in his desk. He will configure it. Done. So management effort is less required, and the AI engine and machine learning engine is doing so many works. So you will not have to think about that. Oh, that is malicious. That is not malicious. No, AI will do that for you. 80% reduction in investigation, labor effort. I told you in the beginning that you will not read 3 million lines of data. The SIEM will do that for you, right? Last but not the least, ROI over 3 years. ROI means return of investment. The investment that you are providing to this particular product, you are getting 201% benefit from it. So this is the actual report that the Forrester has. So now that we have understood the pain points of the customer and some of the key points of the solution, from a bit technical overview, I will discuss these points that the solution actually provides. The solutions or the facility that are actually present inside the product. It works in 4 ways. Collects data, detects the events, investigates the matter, provides a response to the matter. In collect side, it will provide you the visibility. In detect side, it will provide you 3 things: analytics, hunting, intelligence, investigate, incidents, respond, automation. I will explain every one of them. First thing, visibility. You are getting millions and millions bytes of data. You will need a proper visibility or proper dashboard to understand it. Rafil Bhai said one thing earlier, workbook. Remember? I said this workbooks are dashboard. Remember? Inside Azure, every solution has workbooks. Every solution. Workbook is the dashboard of every solution inside Microsoft Azure. This is another terminology. How much data you are getting from what type of tables or what type of incidents. That is a proper visualization. Those workbooks are also customizable inside SIEM, inside our SIEM. You can create your own dashboards. That yes, I have 7 solutions in my organization. I want a specific dashboard that provides the report of all those 7 solutions. That is also good. You are getting hundreds of integrations which is done through data connectors. I will explain the visibility a bit more. You have so many other services, like you have Cisco services, you have VMware services, general Microsoft services, network services, firewall services, VPN services, anything. You have so many services inside your enterprise. Every service has a connector, already built connector inside this SIEM solution. You just open the connector page. It will provide you step-by-step instructions how to get logs from those particular devices, like network devices. So you are connecting your SIEM. I already explained syslog to you. That was also from this slide, visibility. So this is the visibility, means you are getting the logs, you are getting a proper visualization of them. This is a bit more on the visibility side. You can connect custom services as well through APIs. I can also get visual representation or workbooks for individual services. Like for Office 365, I can get one workbook. Those are actually inside templates. So you first see the templates that are already present inside your product. So if you are satisfied with them, you can use it or build your own. One is ML trained by trillions of signals daily. the machine learning engine is getting trained daily? Is it just the machine learning engine of the organization that is taking the product, or the overall, the worldwide machine learning engine of Sentinel itself? Always remember, this is a SaaS solution.
That is why we are
Software as a service. This is an already built solution. You are just getting a little portion from it. Right? There is a terminology called UEBA. That is one unique capability of Sentinel. User and event behavior analysis. What it does mean? I have already explained it. Not just device events, also user events as well. This entity behavior terminology has a different board or different tag inside this board. So here is a visual representation of what is being done in this analytics part. You are getting 300 billion hits from identity logins, 4.1 billion Office 365 actions, 3.2 billion Azure admin actions. Now in the second stage, the SIEM is organizing those events. 28 million events, 20 million events, 2 million events. In the third stage, it is sorting out those events. 320 subgraphs, maybe alerts. But among those 320 alerts, only 18 that require human intervention. Understand? So you see the scaling of this product. You get that many events, and the actual thing you will have to investigate is 18 cases. Now, this is very important discussion. This slide is very important. Our SIEM uses a different type of language, which is called KQL, push to query language. But what are queries? You guys are asking, what are queries? What do I do with it? You are getting data. Now you are trying to search for it. Search for something specific. How would you do it? You will do it by writing down something in the search option. That the thing that you will write down, the language for it is KQL, which is push to query language. KQL is not just used in our Sentinel, it is also used in Power BI. So many other things supports KQL. That so many predefined queries are already been written inside the platform. So many common queries, common things. But so many queries will come from the data connectors as well. You are connecting a data connector for a particular service, that will also provide you some query templates. But if you need to find out something that is unique to you, or you need a specific result from a query, then you will have to understand this KQL query. Every buyer will ask you what is the language that are being used inside this thing. So this KQL terminology is important. There is another thing called analytic rules. Analytic rules inside our Sentinel. Analytic rule means you get an alert. A incident is being generated from that alert. You provide an automated response to that alert. So many templates of analytic rules are already present in the SIEM solution. That is what I was saying. UEBA has a different segment inside it. So top users who are doing anomalies, top IP addresses who are doing anomalies, you will get a different dashboard, different section for it. Okay. Then we go hunting. Okay. First, I will explain what is hunting. Then I will show you the slide. Before we were in the reactive sector, now we have stepped into the proactive sector. Now you have done so many automations, you have prevented so many problems, so many analytic rules are there. Now you will create hypothesis. That what if that will happen, what I will do. Okay. These are called hunting. You can create hunts, individual hunts, that something like that might happen later on. If it happens, you do this. Right? That is what this hunting means. Jupyter notebooks, I have already said you can either create a hunt yourself or you can use something that I have built inside yourself or engineers like me have built. Okay. Now intelligence, this actually will tell you about different threat intelligence solutions, that how you can integrate it. This is a configuration part where you can actually get data from different threat intelligence engines or create your own threat intelligence. You have an on-premise solution that is built by your organization. You can also integrate that inside our SIEM, just all in the APIs. Okay. Watch list. This is very important. You will have to specifically mention this facility feature to a particular customer. Like, I am a suspicious user of Tech1 Global. Iftikhar is a suspicious user of Tech1 Global. This PC is a suspicious PC of Tech1 Global. So many occurrence has been done before with this PC or my ID. You keep me inside watch list. It will find everything that I does with a different level of importance. Understand? Everyone clear? So what is watch list? You want to put an individual object or identity inside the watch list only when you have seen that identity or that device might be malicious. Right? Entity profiles. Okay. You will get an overall timeline of every incident. In the next slide, you will see it quite intensively. The 3 slides actually describe this. I will short it down now. I will tell you these things. Every security organization or those who seek security product, they will ask for it. There is a site called Virus Total. Every antivirus or security solution in the world takes a particular facility from that service, that Virus Total, which is this timeline. Symantec has it, McAfee has it, Microsoft has it. This timeline will give you an overall picture of correlations of an object. What do I mean by correlations? That I created an object that is malicious. I sent it to Nailapu. Nailapu have sent it to Iftikhar. Iftikhar has kept it into 5 different devices. So I have a correlation with him, right? There is a timeline of the product going on. I will get an overall visibility of that product, where it got created from and where it got ended. So this facility is actually from Virus Total, another solution that is also available here. People will ask you that, is there any dashboard where I can see the timeline, life cycle, overall life cycle of the malicious product? You will say, yes, I have a timeline as well. Then last but not the least, automation. I have already described Azure Logic Apps. I have already described notebooks. I have already described playbooks. You need an automated response to a particular incident, you can configure it. This is the actual interface of a logic app. This also looks like a timeline of a product. How? This logic app means if the logic arises, what will happen? A sequence. You can customize it. This is for the technical team actually. This is the interface of logic apps. This is customizable. What are the steps? Steps are being done after a particular incident occurs. Okay, so that was all from my side. If you have any questions, you can ask.